Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Secret Spaces. It's Tuesday, August 2nd. We're here with the Selenian team. Give us a moment while we get everybody up here on stage, add our co-hosts, add our guests. Please share the link to this space around in your communities as always. And we do have our usual secret badges to claim today, including one from the Selenian team. Give us a second. We'll kick off in just a moment. Please share the link around in the meantime, and let's pack the room for these guys. We got Patrick up here with me as well from Secret Foundation. This is Tor from Secret Foundation speaking. Selenian's up here as well. Are we waiting on any other people to join us up here on stage from Selenian, or is this it?
Yes. Hi, Tor. This is Aisha from Selenian. Efe will be joining us shortly. I think he's already here.
Cool. We got a couple guests up here on stage. Patrick, do we already have the tweet out for the spaces starting? Have we got it out on Discord, Telegram?
Yep, announcements are out on everything, and tweet is shared in space.
Great. Well, like I said, one last reminder, please, please, please share this link with your communities, drop it in whatever Telegram chats you're hanging out in, share or tweet yourself. We definitely want to make sure as many people as possible get to hear from the Selenian team today, since they're giving us their time in the day that they could be using to develop the product. Let's listen instead to what they've been doing, how it relates to Secret. Let me kick everything off. So I'm Tor. We're hosting Secret Spaces every Tuesday. Today's August 2nd. We've got Selenian Network here to present what they're doing with their project, how it's going to relate to the Secret ecosystem, what the long-term plans are. We'll kick everything off in just a second here. I think we're good to go. If we're good to go on Selenian's end, I think we can kick off. We've got a loose script for the first bit of this while we've got some questions about the project, and we want to hear why Secret and how this all relates to things that the Secret community can be getting involved in. Are you guys good to go on your end?
Yep, we are.
All right, great. And Patrick, do you want to go ahead and do we already have okay, good. The pinned tweet in the space. If you guys go into the space right now, we've got a pinned tweet there. Please re-promote that tweet, get people into the space. Also, we've got the couple badges that you can claim today, one from the Selenian team, one from us promoting the space like we do every week. What's the claim code today, Patrick?
The claim code is of the moon, OFTHEMOON. And of the moon basically comes from the name or from the word Selenian. And that's exactly what Selenian means, of the moon.
Sweet.
Yeah, we like it. Thank you. So we also have a badge, Tor, just like you said, and it can be minted with the same code.
Awesome. So if you guys can see the pinned tweet here, it'll link you to both badges. You can mint them. One from the Selenian team, one is the usual Secret Space badge. If you've been collecting them, awesome. Great to have you guys today. Let's go ahead and kick off then. So we're going to start just quickly with intros, personal intros, and a little bit maybe about the Selenian team. Then we'll get into what Selenian actually is and offers, why you chose Secret, a little bit more about staking derivatives, because I understand that that's a major component of the project. And then we'll talk about future plans. We got a lot of time to dig that up. We always save a little time at the end for people to ask questions as well. So if you've got questions that come up while you're listening, we'll probably have the last 15 minutes or so for questions from the audience. Right now, though, let's jump in. Let's start with the personal intros. Let's keep these short, just because we'll have so much time to talk about you, about Selenian in general. But for the two of you who are up here on stage, who are you? What's your relationship with Selenian? What's going on? Why are you here?
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tor. It's very exciting to be here. So this is Aisha. I'm one of the co-founders of Selenian together with Efe. We're a team of 9. I'm more leading the business side, and Efe is more leading the technical side of things. Coming from a digital background, a digital banking background, so I was mostly active on Web 2.0 part of things. I was the head of digital banking for one of the leading banks here in Turkey. I took one neobank from ground up to almost 5 million customers. And then I joined the consultancy company Accenture as the head of digital strategy. And then I met Efe, and we decided to let's say, deep dive into privacy and consent management tools. And we were wondering whether there was a solution on blockchain dealing with that specific problem. And that's how we found out about Secret. And then we thought, why not build a DeFi project, a project that was focusing on finance here on Secret. And this is how we are here.
I love it. I love it. FA, from your side.
Sure. So I am the CTO of Selenian. This is my role. And I have a computer engineering background. And I think I have been in IT industry around 20 years, so a long time. After working at IBM as the country leader of analytics business, I became the managing partner of DataMind, which is a company providing AI and machine learning solutions, enterprise AI and machine learning solutions. And last 6 months, before 6 months, I exited it successfully. As Ayşe mentioned, that it's very happy to be in this Web 3.0 environment now. For the last year, we are very focused on here and working very hard on this platform. So this is from my side.
Awesome. So how big is I know we've got the two of you here today. About how big is the team now then?
So we're a team of 9, 6 other developers other than Efe, and 1 more business people other than myself.
Okay, great. Big
Yep.
team-ish.
Yep.
For a good size, I would say.
Yeah.
But that's great. All right, well, let's get into the meat of it then. We'll get more time to learn about like who the team is and what the long-term plans of the project are as we get to talking about this. Clearly, you guys have a lot of background outside of the Web3 space as well that's informed your decision to build on Secret. But before we get there, just what is Selenian then at a high level, and then as in depth as you want to take the answer to that question would be great for the audience.
Sure. Thank you so much. Well, Selenium protocol, aims to improve and grow the DeFi ecosystem in the Cosmos and inter-blockchain ecosystem. And our goal is to enable the IBC ecosystem to become an alternative to Ethereum DeFi, basically. In order to achieve this, we focus on improved capital efficiency and user experience, which is my background. This is what I was focusing on in my past experiences. And we clearly see that there's a lot to build still in Cosmos, and we're approaching this journey with a user-first approach. We're building a decentralized stablecoin with an on-chain collateral like DAI, which uses staking derivatives as collateral. And as a result, users don't need to worry about the trade-off between, let's say, network security and growing DeFi ecosystem. We try to address this dilemma so that the users can enjoy best of both worlds. So that's what we try to do. We focus on DeFi primitives, and as you said, our the staking derivatives module is already up and running on Secret Mainnet, and we're building the CDP module as of now, and we will be building the IBC module next. So this is us and the project in a nutshell.
Great, good high level. Efe, did you want to add anything to that, or should we move ahead?
No, we can move ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, well then let's talk about Secret specifically, right? So you're talking about building something that can be a global good for the interchain ecosystem, right? And we want to grow this area of blockchain to be strong in its own regard, but then of course we want to interconnect with every blockchain in the world. The vision of Secret is to be a privacy hub for all of Web3. Sounds like Selenian's vision is to provide value to all of Web3. So why did you choose then to build on Secret specifically? What were the technical reasons, or what were the mission reasons that drew you to the network?
Sure. So Ayşe made a small introduction about how we got into this field, but before we were working on this Secret platform, we were working for many privacy solutions. So you know that in worldwide the privacy requests were increasing. So with the GDPR, maybe some of you know, and with some consent management requires, the privacy of data become very, very important, especially in the last 5 years. So we had been building solutions and even products in the Web 2.0 business, but it's still having problems because at the end of the day, still you are centralizing data, which is a major deficiency around that one. So this is the main point that put us into the blockchain world, because it was solving this main problem and which we are having on Web 2.0. With that one, when we were searching for a secure environment on the blockchain environment, we see secrets. So this was very happy for us to solve secrets, and we're thrilled to find out that a visionary team already worked on this issue. And it was a very good opportunity for us to implement some applications on top of secrets. So this is what brings us to the secret environment. So we believe in the power of privacy on blockchain, and we believe in secrets mission on that front. And privacy is one of the key issues when it comes to financial services, by the way. So this is the reason that we passed to the financial services as our first application, but we are thinking more, by the way. And it's one of the key reasons why we started developing here. And after we started, community is very important here. This is what we realized. And we learned about Secret's wonderful community because they were very helpful and they were technically supporting us on all aspects when we were developing, when we were having questions. So we are really looking forward to contribute to this successful community expansion by creating cross-community growth areas within the IBC community, because we are also thinking to implement IBC solutions in our products, and we will look like to expand the community by creating cross-community growth in the secret world. This is what I was telling.
Great. Anything you want to add from the other side, Isaac?
Yeah, I mean, I think if I put it perfectly, but if I were to add a few more things, maybe, I mean, I'm coming from a digital banking background, as I mentioned before, and I know that privacy matters for financial services. For other use cases, maybe it's not as crucial as it is for finances, but for what we are focusing on for the moment, it's definitely one of the key, let's say, competitive advantages that we want to, benefit from. And like Efe said, after we stepped in to Secret Networks community, we see how everybody was helpful for us, how they helped us. Put together the project and take it from ground up. So this is the reason why we chose to build on Secret Network.
Great. I definitely have some more questions about that. As you know, we're always trying to do more for the developer community on Secret. Would love to learn more about what worked really well, what didn't work really well, so that we can onboard more amazing teams with Web2 experience into the space that understand the privacy problem as deeply as you do. So let's quickly talk about then these future long-term plans, even beyond like the initial like the staking derivative module. Just help me understand like the short and the long-term roadmap, and if you also have had learnings, right? Like we've seen a lot happen already in the IBC DeFi ecosystem, especially with Terra. I mean, how that has informed the decisions that you're making.
I'll start with sharing an overview of the roadmap, and I'll leave it to Efe to provide further details on the technical side of things, if it's okay with you.
Sure.
So as we said, as you know, the liquid staking, so the staking derivatives is already out there on the Secret mainnet. And we're currently building our CDP and IBC modules. We think that there's a lack of an on-chain collateralized stablecoin for IBC, and our protocol creates a CDP-based stablecoin for the IBC ecosystem. And we're using staking derivatives as collateral from Secret Network and in the future from other IBC networks, of course, when interchain accounts become available on Secret and corresponding networks, so that we can basically allow users to both secure underlying network and access a collateralized decentralized stablecoin. That's the plan, and we believe this is a big lacuna to fill following Terra's collapse, like you said. So we're excited to explore innovative approaches to difficulty of navigating yield options as well, because currently, especially coming from Web 2.0, I can see how it's very complicated to navigate yield options in DeFi. So I think it generally, like all the DeFi platforms currently, they tend to cater more to the power users, and it's really sometimes hard to understand for a new joiner. So we want to lower the barrier of entry into the DeFi space. And we believe IBC functionality is a good helper on that side for the user experience. So we're exploring solutions that will help users choose yield options according to their risk of appetite, with just one-click experience. And we're exploring other user experience options that will make it easy for every type of user. So maybe Efe, you can give further details into the technical aspect of things in terms of like how we're gonna bring it to life.
Of course. Thanks, Ayşe. So first of all, what we are building. So we are building the first product of ours is a derivative, secret derivative. So because we want to focus on DeFi liquidity versus network security dilemma for our first product. Stake secret is very important for the security of the secret network, but also it prevents DeFi on secret network to reach its full potential as the larger asset in the ecosystem. And these cannot be used in DeFi liquidity. So our purpose is to provide a liquid, fungible token for a user representing his or her stake in the network. And this token will accrue value in a similar fashion to proof of staking, which will unlock farming and yield compounding opportunities. So, and also another main focus of ours is that making this as simple as possible. Because from a background, since there are also many power users in this world, we would like to extend the users, and we would like to create a more intuitive experience for the users. So this is also Ayşe is working a lot on creating this experience to our users. But at the end of the day, we provided the secret, which is a derivative of the secret, and it's auto compounding the rewards and compounding of the rewards without triggering a taxable event, by the way. So this is a smart contract that is developed in Rust and deployed on Secret Network currently. And with this base platform, we are going to add the more components on top of this base platform, starting with the CDP and also adding interchain functionalities with the IBC features, which is IBC queries, interchain queries, and interchain accounts features in the future. So this is our roadmap and the technical details.
That's great response, great in-depth response. So hopefully everybody who's listening, who's already using secret DeFi or any form of IBC DeFi, this is what's in development. This is what's coming. I have another question about this, but really quickly, I'm going to say the claim code again that we said at the top. Thanks everybody for listening to this point. If you joined late, the claim code for both badges in the pinned tweet today. If you want to claim a secret badge, NFTs on Secret Network, you can claim your badge with the claim code of the moon, which Patrick explained as a translation for Selenian. So I liked it a lot. Of the moon is today's claim code, all caps, all one word. So let's get straight back to the content though. Let's talk then about secret DeFi a little bit more. At this point, you've been building on the network a little bit. You've been building these Rust contracts. You've been looking into IBC, already looking around like secret DeFi specifically. Are there projects that really interest you, or what do you think of the current state of the ecosystem? What's the potential for collaboration?
Maybe I can quickly answer this one. I mean, we had really nice welcoming experience from the competition. I mean, I'm coming from a background where competition was really tough. And it was very stiff. So when I first joined Secret Network, when we started building on Secret Network, the other DeFi platforms were so welcoming, to be honest. We had very nice chats with other people who are developing, and at the moment we're all bear market builders, so I think we understand each other's problems, and they were also supportive, and they were also open. I think in that sense, I think this collaboration, let's say, mentality, this synchronization is gonna help us thrive. It's gonna help Secret Network thrive, and it's gonna thrive, and it's going to help the DeFi platforms on Secret Network thrive. I think we are complementary in a sense with other DeFi platforms, and currently we're trying to explore these areas where we can, let's say, join forces and take DeFi platforms on Secret to the next level. That's our mission, and I feel like we're definitely aligned on this mission. From a business perspective, I can say that, but maybe if I can give more details
Yeah.
in the technical side of things.
Sure. Thanks, Aisha. So it is very similar. From a different background, every help that we were getting here when we were getting experience is like very expensive consulting in normal world. So it was like shocking. And at the first times we were trying to solve all problems ourselves because this is what we were used to. But then we saw that everyone is very helpful. And we started getting help in the community, and then we started moving very fast. So this was a very nice experience from my side and from our team. So we would like to give back, by the way, since we have an experienced team both on the Secret Network and the Cosmos ecosystem also, and the other tools, the SDKs and the Rust platform. We would like to also give that back to the community and to help the technical teams, the beginners in this field. So this is from technical side what we experience.
Well, that's really wonderful, and it gets back to my question from earlier about how we can be supporting the developer communities even more. We just had a few different things get funded. We just had the Secret Universities effort get funded by the chain, which is really exciting. For you guys, like what would you like to then? I would say there's two parts to this question. What kind of resources do you wish were more available for developers that you know would have been great if it had been available for you? And then also, are you planning then to contribute to those kinds of resources going forward to help the rest of the secret ecosystem learn from what you experienced in developing your products?
Sure. A very good question. Thank you. From our side, I think when you have an issue, you can find many people to help you. I think there is extensive resources on that one. But on the other side, what we saw is that there might be more templates and samples in the examples, because most of the contracts are starting from samples. I'm not saying that there is not, but there are many. But we can also help to enrich them. So with more templates and more sample applications, I believe that new developers would really get very quickly on top of the system. So this is my experience up to now. And this is where we can also help and make some templates and documentations about creating sample contracts on different fields like that. And even we believe that these template contracts might be production ready. I mean, there's a skeleton and people can come to it, and then they can continue with that skeleton and put their logic inside it. This is what we are envisioning on that side.
No, that's great. I would definitely encourage you guys to stay in contact with the people in the secret community, like the Secret University team, who are working to make sure more and more technical materials are available for new developers, experienced developers. And of course, Secret Labs is working hard to make the same materials available to the broader community, make sure that they're working with the documentation team for the protocol, everything's up to date, everything else. So if you guys ever discover a hole in anything or an area for improvement, there's dozens of people who would love that feedback so we can make it better for the next generation of secret app developers who are going to come into the network and try to expand the space. Which leads me actually to my next question, which is, when you look around then, the biggest gaps in the secret ecosystem, other than just like a stable coin, because we talked about that, and now we're seeing a few different teams try to bring stablecoins visions to life in the IBC universe. Like, what do you think is another huge, whether you're attempting to attack it or not, like what's another huge opportunity you see as a product, especially in the secret ecosystem? So if some developers listening to the secret space right now, they're just waiting to think of a good idea for the network and they just haven't thought of it. Since you guys have done a little bit of a dive, and because you're trying to develop your own products, is there anything you think of as a big opportunity that either you would love to build or you'd love to see somebody else build because it would fit nicely with what you're already trying to do and accomplish?
Sure, that's an amazing question for me and for Efe as well, because we're I mean, all the time we're talking about all these opportunities that are obviously there. It's not that it's a lack, I would say, but probably there's still room for improvement for all of the networks that we're talking about. But since Secret is developing the privacy on blockchain, there are so many things that we can think of. I mean, I did my major in sociology, focusing on technology, so how technology shapes sociology and vice versa. And I can see that clearly the adoption of things is happening here, like, because it usually happens, with innovators, with early adopters, which was like mostly like DeFi, and then you bring in more art related things to the world, which is for the blockchain ecosystem is the NFTs. And then you start seeing the flood of people, the influx of people and other users to the ecosystem or to the new technology. And I think we're on the verge of seeing it. I mean, I personally experienced it. I started working back in 2007, and I mean, Thomas Friedman called 2007 as the supernova year, because the mobile, I mean, iPhone, iOS in general, Android, GitHub, Hadoop, all these like groundbreaking technologies were coming up that year, and I was really experiencing what I'm experiencing right now, and I think it's going to grow at such a fast pace in the upcoming year. It's truly amazing to be able to observe it. When it comes to use cases, I think anything related with creator economy, where we basically, I mean, we were thinking the other day, how can we make sure, because digitalization and digital transformation is all about removing the middleman. And I think definitely Secret has this power with the privacy features that it has to remove the middleman in a safe way, in a safe manner. I think for the creator economy, you have these middlemen in almost all of the let's say all of the use cases that we can basically remove, and we can decentralize. Like, think of video content creators, how you can create new, let's say, tokenomics models like stake and subscribe for the new subscription models, or how you can basically help them collect their revenues, and how you can help them invoice for their for better management of incomes. And with COVID, we see so many remote working creators that are working cross borders and have so much issues with cross-border remittance. And I'm coming from banking background, I know how painful it is, the cross-border remittance issue. So I mean, the fees are too high, the experience is too low. So even if we can attack just one sub let's say group of users, like creators here, I think we can create a great impact. And we were also thinking about some consent management tools that can be built here, but I'll leave it to Efe to handle that, because he already worked so extensively on that area. Maybe he can elaborate that idea a little bit further.
Sure. And thanks, Aisha. So first of all, privacy of data is really very important. Again, I'm telling this, but for the past 3 years, it's becoming more and more important. So there are many use cases that Secret can be used, Secret Network can be used in this field, and one of them is that the consent management. So every day, all of us are giving some consents to some companies, like some e-commerce companies, some retailers, etc. But we don't know if we really gave the consent to them, or are they going to lose it, or which consent that I gave to them. So at the end of the day, they are not proven, and they are not decentralized. So this is, I think, there's a very good opportunity here, while keeping these consents encrypted, but also ensure that these consents are given the way that the client is giving. So this is another project that is in our mind. And on the other hand, I also worked in the health informatics side in my past experience. I was doing a PhD there. Health data issue couldn't be resolved like for 20 years. So there are many different standards on the world that they are trying to both provide health data in like emergency situations, but also they would like to keep them secure and confident and encrypted, but also they would like them not changeable. So this is a very good use case for health data, especially for the emergency cases, keeping them on the secret network in an encrypted manner would be a great use case. So these are the main use cases. And finally, from a financial perspective, a secure payment platform is also another good idea that I'm thinking of.
Man, well, if you're listening to this and you didn't have any idea on what could be fun to build on Secret or necessary, and you needed a little more validation for your idea or a little more inspiration, I think you got a bit of both. So really appreciate your guys' perspective in all of this. And of course, you know, you already have your roadmap laid out for you in the short term, and then obviously in the long term, hopefully you guys achieve everything that you sort of laid out here. It'll all help to fill out the ecosystem and solidify Secret's position as the privacy hub for all of Web3. And of course, our position is that if we are the privacy hub for all of Web3, we're bringing tremendous utility to every other network. And when you bring a lot of utility to other networks and you build powerful applications native to the Secret ecosystem, you become a hub in other ways as well, a community hub, a liquidity hub. We just want to provide as much value as we can, and placing ourselves at the center of the interchain ecosystem in as many ways as we can allows us to provide as much value as we can. But it comes down to the products that are built. Really excited to hear how deeply you guys are thinking about what might be high leverage. So let's move into my last structured question for you guys. This is when, if you're in the audience and you're thinking of questions that you wanted to ask, stick your hand up. We'll try to bring you here on stage. My last structured question is, though, you know, you've got a lot going on. How can people get more involved if they want to start testing the products, or if they want to interact more with the team or join an early community? What are you looking for people to do right now if they're listening to dive in a little bit deeper with you? What's valuable to you, and what do you think would be valuable for them?
So, I mean, we're a growing team. Anyone looking to contribute can contact us through our Discord channel or Twitter channel. And for specific, let's say, needs that we have right now, we definitely need more feedback on our platform. So please use it, share your feedbacks. We always appreciate your feedbacks. And maybe on the technical side, if I can give more precision into what we're looking into.
So in terms of, again, from my side, a little bit, again, I'm coming to the documentation side in that manner. So so we can be, really, we would like to more involved in that area to make those ones more precise. This is what I can say as the most important from my side.
Awesome. Well, I'll remind everybody who's here, follow Selenian, and you'll get all these upcoming announcements. Check out their social channels. You can get involved. And ideally, of course, if you guys have things for the Secret community to continue to do, or for the Secret agents to continue to do, definitely let them know how they can keep interacting with you as you move towards launch. We've got, you know, nearly 100 people listening in the space right now. So if anybody who's listening here has a question for the team that we've got on stage, great, stick up your hand. Otherwise, if you've got general questions about Secret, this is also a great time to ask your general questions about the network or any of the products. Or if you are working on something in the Secret ecosystem relevant to the conversation today, or just in general, you can put your hands up. We can give you a couple minutes to talk about what it is that you've been building, how people can get involved. We do Secret Spaces on a weekly basis. We always feature different teams, either inside the ecosystem, outside the ecosystem. In the past, we've brought on other teams from around the cosmos. We've also brought on a lot of other privacy-focused projects. So we're always looking for great guests, people with unique perspectives to come up on stage and share things with us. But we're also always giving the opportunity for people within our ecosystem to come on stage and share what they've been working on, give their asks to the Secret community, people who have taken time out of their very busy weeks to hang out with us for an hour, engage with the projects that we bring on. We always really appreciate that. And I know the teams that we're featuring are appreciating that as well. So please put your hands up if you have anything. I'll bring you up here on stage. Otherwise, Selenian team, is there anything else you wanted to say or communicate, or did you have any questions yourselves? We have all the time until the top of the hour to get into any topic that might be interesting to you.
Not for the moment. I personally don't. I've been asking so many questions to you guys lately. I guess I ran out of questions, to be honest.
Same from my side.
Yeah. But maybe for the closing notes, I want to thank you again, and I want to thank Secret community again for welcoming us so warmly and giving us the support since we started building the product.
Y'all appreciate that very much. Yeah, thanks to everybody in the Secret community who's shown a lot of support up to this moment. Clearly, it's very meaningful to the product teams that are building in our ecosystem. Well, if there's not a lot of updates from the broader Secret community, we can give some general updates as well. I'm up here on stage and can certainly give our perspective. We did publish a big preview of upcoming mainnet upgrades. The Secret Labs team published their August 2022 dev update. We tweeted about it yesterday. You can come find it in our Twitter feed. It's one of the latest posts on the Secret blog. If you just go to scrt.network/blog, you will see that post there. There's a lot of really, really important information there, including the upcoming mainnet upgrade scheduled for next month called Shockwave Delta. We did Shockwave Alpha upgrade in May. This is our biggest upgrade since May, is for Shockwave Delta coming in September. And then we have other features coming past that. The blog post goes into some detail about that. Shockwave Delta is going to feature our Cosm Wasm 1.0 upgrade, which is a really big deal to a lot of teams that have been wanting to build on Secret, but have been waiting for that upgrade so that they don't have to go redo a ton of code and a ton of contracts in the meantime. So that's a big deal. A lot of performance improvements also in the works. The blog post goes through step by step all the different pieces that are being worked on by the Secret Labs core development team. If you go through our Twitter feed, you'll see also some highlights from previous weeks' Twitter Spaces if you've missed them. You'll also see news from around the ecosystem. For example, we've got the FINA team launching the first mobile wallet to support Secret, scheduled right now for early September. We have some information about the Terra Builders Fund for people who were building on Terra. There's a fund available to help them migrate into the Secret ecosystem and get support for their products. So just go through our feed, make sure you didn't miss anything fun there, because we do push out very regular updates that are essential reading for the Secret ecosystem. There's a lot more going on, honestly, than we can even tweet about. The best way to get involved with everything that's going on in the network and stay up to speed with everything and find opportunities for yourselves is with our Secret Agents program, which is going through a big relaunch and redesign right now, led by many long-term members of our community. If you go to scrt.network/agents, that'll take you to the landing page all about the Secret Agents program. You can get signed up there, or you can just come into the Discord, chat.scrt.network, ask how you can get started with the Agents program. The idea of Secret Agents is we are trying to make it as easy as possible for new and experienced community members to get involved with important projects around the ecosystem, or help us create educational content, help us build awareness for the protocol, help us build larger presences at online and offline events, all the things that are kind of critical for scaling the Privacy Hub for Web3. We need people to be leaning into that with us. And we're very fortunate to have thousands of agents around the world historically that have worked with us to accomplish these goals. Now we're trying to fix the program so that it works even better for the agents, make it easier for them to get onboarded, build their own reputation within the community, find both full-time and part-time job opportunities within the ecosystem, really just allowing people to make their home in the Secret community for the long term. We've got a lot of community members that have been here since 2017, over 5 years now, and we hope that they are able to make their home in our ecosystem for the 5 years and much more to come. So with all that said, please follow us on Twitter, go through all of our announcements, go through the Discord. That'll keep everybody up to date with what's going on in the Secret ecosystem. Follow Selenian at their handle. You can get a sense of what they're working on and get involved in all their upcoming launches. I'll call out one last time. If anybody here has a question for the Selenian team, or a question for us at Secret Foundation, or an update from around the ecosystem, we've got about 15 minutes towards the top of the hour. But if there's not a lot of questions that people have actively, or if they're kind of passively listening in the background, totally fine. We can always see you on the next Secret Spaces, or we can always interact with you on the Secret Discord. We do have very regular working group calls there for the Secret Agents program. We have our governance committee meetings every Wednesday. plenty of opportunities to dig deeper, dive deeper into what's going on in the secret ecosystem after today. So last call for anybody who wants to be a speaker, hands up now, or we'll save it for the next Secret Spaces. We do them every Tuesday at 4 p.m. UTC, which is noon US Eastern Time. Well, thank you everybody for coming by this week. We really appreciate it. And from the Selenian side, again, thank you guys very much again for joining us. If you listen to this point, and you have not claimed your Selenian badge, either from the Selenian team or from the Secret Spaces badge that we do every week, the tweet is still pinned right up here. Click through there. The code for today is of the moon. All one word, all capitals, of the moon. You can claim your 2 badges. They have the same code. You can prove to yourself or anybody that you want that you were here, but it's private by default. A really exciting way to use the network for its stated purpose of bringing privacy to existing Web3 applications. So thank you again, Selenian team. We really appreciate you taking all the time.
Thank you, Tor. Thank everybody for listening.
We'll see you around the secret ecosystem.